Happy Black Friday week. I hope your sales are going really well and I hope they will hit some new record days. Today, me and Professor Dr. Milo have gone ahead and collected some of the best Black Friday deals for you for some of the tools and services that I've recommended over the year so that you've got everything in one place and you don't have to go and do the research for yourself. First on my list is MyDesigns. This is probably my most used tool this year for print on demand because there's so much versatility. They've added so many new features as well throughout the year. It helps me out with a lot of different aspects of print on demand, not just selling on Etsy. So I find myself going back to MyDesigns almost every single day. Some of the features, just to mention a few, you could sell print on demand products on Etsy, on Shopify, on WooCommerce now as well. You can also offer these products as a custom product or personalized product where people can change their name, a date, or any text or even graphics if you wanted to offer that. Very popular on Etsy. MyDesigns also offers digital downloads. You can sell those very easily on Etsy, on Shopify as well, I believe. I'm not 100% sure there. On top of that, they've got Dream AI, their own AI art generator, which lets you generate graphics with Stable Diffusion, with DALL-E 3, Flux, Ideogram, and now also Recraft, which I know a bunch of you have been recommending that I test out. I am going to test it out. I've already started testing it out. It does seem like a really good model for print on demand. So yeah, they've got a lot of leading AI art generators or AI art models built into Dream AI. And they've also got this parallel prompting feature where you can literally put in like 20 or 30 prompts and have them generate all at the same time. I haven't found another AI tool that can generate graphics so quickly and efficiently. So that's definitely a cool thing. You can do a lot of things in bulk with MyDesigns. You can generate mockups in bulk, video mockups. You can bulk vectorize your graphics. You can bulk remove backgrounds. They used to actually use clip drop for the background removal. They still have the clip drop option. If you've seen recently one of my videos about Pixian, they've also now introduced that to MyDesigns as a second option because Pixian often gets better results than clip drop and it's also cheaper in terms of credits with MyDesigns. So just to let you know about that new update. So you can bulk remove backgrounds, you can bulk upscale as well. You can make changes to your designs in bulk. This is an underrated feature with the Canvas system, which I use all the time. Even just to resize designs occasionally, I will use that. If they're not in the right format, I'll just throw 100 into a folder, open the canvas, resize it, sync it across all of the documents, and then just save them, download them. What am I missing? There's so many things. I'm probably going to miss a lot, but you can also use Vision AI to generate your titles, tags, descriptions for Etsy, for Shopify. I've even been uploading to Shopify in bulk with MyDesigns. That's working really smoothly. There's so many features that can help you out with so many different things. To me, it's just a very valuable tool that keeps getting better and better with time. It is very difficult to get used to at the beginning for a lot of people, not to everyone, but it can seem a bit intimidating because it has so many different features and a complex looking layout. But once you get over that initial learning curve, it is an absolute lifesaver. So MyDesigns, one of my favorite tools, and their deal this year is also very interesting. They are offering 2 years for the price of 1. So if you essentially purchase an annual subscription during this Black Friday, you don't have to actually pay anything until 2026. The end of 2026, you won't have to pay again, which is pretty crazy to think about. They also have a bit of a discount on the monthly plans, I believe, if you can't afford the annual payment. And I've also heard that their pro plan, so their entry level subscription, is going to increase in price after this Black Friday sale, which I think it ends on Cyber Monday actually. But yeah, after that, their pro plan will be more expensive. So this is kind of the last chance to lock in that cheaper discounted rate. And by the way, the links to all of these tools that I'm mentioning in this video are down below, and they should take you straight to the Black Friday deals. Now, depending on when you watch this, they might not have gone live just yet, or they might have already ended. So definitely take that into consideration. But I've done my best to launch this video at a time where all of these deals are currently live. Next up on my list is Flying Upload. I've been subscribed to this tool since 2020, I believe. It's definitely been a long time. I've been using it a lot ever since. Especially this year, I've been using it a ton for Amazon merch as well. It's not just Flying Upload, by the way. The Flying team has an entire suite of different print-on-demand tools. There is Flying Research as well, which I've made a bunch of videos about this year. They've got Flying Keywords, which is an advanced keywords research tool with a lot of search volume data from Amazon, from Google. Then they've also got design management, they've got trademarks, they have a KDP uploader, they've got a stock image uploader, and those are upload automation tools, by the way. Really handy, good suite of tools there. The team is from Germany. They're really good, very on the ball, quick to respond to support requests, or quick to come out with updates and patches if anything goes wrong in their tool, which is in the nature of upload automation, by the way, because the different marketplaces change their UIs all the time, and then these guys have to quickly act and adjust the upload process accordingly. So it's definitely a bonus that they are so quick to respond. And Flying Upload personally has helped me a lot this year with enabling tumblers on thousands of my listings, especially old listings, which I had already out there. I already had the designs right and the listings ready. And Flying Upload essentially allowed me to just go in, edit those old listings on autopilot, enable the tumblers, resize the design automatically, and then republish the listing without me really having to do much at all. That's helped me get a couple hundred sales, or over 200 sales so far, which I'm really happy with. I can't wait for December. I'm hoping for tumblers to be my second best-selling product this year after t-shirts. Besides that, what can I say about Flying Research? They have a bunch of really good research tools. For example, I really like their real-time research feature. I like their niche analysis tab, where you can type in a niche and it'll give you a score or rating for that said niche. Their seller trends feature has been really handy this year to find a lot of trends for my trending niches videos. Most of those that I've shared with you have all come from Flying Research. Then I'm also a big fan of their AI research tools that are powered by ChatGPT, where you can find a lot of niche suggestions, even for evergreen niches, very quickly. They will give you those suggestions along with search volume data and competition data, which is super useful. That way you instantly get a sense of, is this niche really competitive? Is it not? Is there a lot of potential here? Is there no potential? So yeah, AI research, really cool, unique features right there, and definitely some of my favorites within the Flying suite of tools. When it comes to their discount for this Black Friday, they've got 40% off all annual plans, and the discount code for this is BLACK. If you click the link in the description, it should automatically apply this, but just in case it doesn't work, just type in BLACK, and then you should be able to get 40% off of the annual plans. Moving on from that, next up we've got a tool that I didn't really have on my radar until a few weeks back, and that is Mystic POD. This tool has quickly become one of my favorites in the AI space because it is literally designed with print-on-demand sellers in mind. It's meant to make the whole prompting experience as easy as possible, and just creating designs that look like actual t-shirt or print-on-demand designs, again, as easy as possible, because Ideogram, Midjourney, Flux, all of these tools out there, they are typically designed to fit everything, right? They're trying to generate photography, they're trying to generate 3D renders, sketches, like they want to be the best at all of these different styles. They're not necessarily focusing just on POD, whereas Mystic is fine-tuned to work just as POD and just give you results that look like POD graphics. So that definitely shows. They've got a bunch of cool features as well, like the remix feature, where you can remix an existing template and turn it into 8 new designs for different niches very easily. You can use very simple language, very simple prompts like you would do in ChatGPT to do that. They've got a massive library of existing print-on-demand templates. Whilst you're prompting, you also have a ton of preset styles that almost everyone will know, like the vintage sunset, the kawaii, nature-inspired, watercolor, grunge, retro. Like there's so many styles that you know from t-shirt designs that you can use in combination with your prompt to get a more accurate result. You can bulk vectorize and upscale, which that's a little bit of a downside still, in my opinion, that the vectorizer, upscaler, and the background remover are quite expensive in terms of credits there, and the background remover is also not too great in its results. But in terms of the entire like image generation process, it is definitely really good, and it's ahead of a lot of its competition, really, with how easy it is to use and how easily gets good results for t-shirts, right? That's the goal. I'm not saying it's definitely the best out there, by the way. Like, some people will prefer Ideogram, some people might prefer using Midjourney if that's what you're used to, but Mystic, I think, solves a lot of problems that those other tools have and makes a lot of processes a lot easier. So if you've never heard about it, I did make one video about Mystic a few weeks back, so check that out beforehand. But in terms of their Black Friday deal, what they're offering currently is a $67 one-time fee, and that will unlock all of their premium features for lifetime. So you only have to pay once and you get all of the features lifetime. The only thing you have to do is top up your credits, because I think you get 3,000 credits. You definitely get a set of credits as well with this lifetime deal, but you would have to top them up once they run out. But you don't get locked into like a monthly reoccurring subscription, which is quite cool. So $67 lifetime deal is what Mystic POD is offering this Black Friday. Tool number 4 on my list is Ideogram. This is probably the AI art generator that I've made the most videos about in 2024. It's definitely one of the best options out there because it's just got a very simplistic style, and simplicity sells in print on demand. Not every single style is perfect. Like, I've done a comparison with Flux, and Flux oftentimes performs better. Sometimes Ideogram performs better. Like, it just depends on what you're trying to achieve. But Ideogram, for example, with the vintage sunsets, it just does a perfect job. It's like, it almost looks as if the design is dropped out of Illustrator. It's very hard to tell sometimes that it is AI art generated. Ideogram also has some other cool features, like the Describe feature is pretty good for generating prompts very easily. I like the fact that you've got like built-in color palettes, then they've got some style presets, the explore page. It's a very easy interface, in my opinion, very easy to use and find useful prompts for print on demand. Ideogram, really, really good option for print on demand sellers. I know a lot of you are using it as well. I actually, at the time of recording this, I don't know what their Black Friday deal is. I've asked them multiple times, but they were still finalizing it. I have to record this a few days in advance, so apologies that I can't actually mention it in this video. It'll probably be in a pop-up, but if you click the link down below, then you will be brought to their Black Friday deal if you want to take advantage of it. Next up, we've got Everbee, which is a niche research tool for Etsy sellers. It helps you find trending niches or evergreen niches, depending on what you are looking for. It gives you a lot of additional info and data points on top of what you see on the front end of Etsy. So, for example, it gives you an estimated monthly sales amount, estimated monthly revenue. You also see the listing age, which is really handy because if there's a very young listing that's just been out there for a few months, but it's already getting a ton of monthly sales, that shows that this is a niche with potential to move into. On top of that, you also get a lot of keyword data, shows you the search volume for specific keywords or search terms, and in combination with that, you see the competition, which can not only help you find niches, but also help you build out your listings. I've personally used Everbee quite a lot this year. You've probably seen it in some of my trending niches videos as well, where I shared some trends that I found through Everbee, and I've also made a standalone video showing you how to use Everbee to find trends. Their deal this year for Black Friday is a 66% discount on the annual plan, which brings it down to $120 in total. Usually it's around $240 in total. So it's a big difference. And Cody also revealed on our last live stream, the Print on Demand Council, he revealed that this deal works for everyone, even existing Everbee customers, which I think is quite cool, quite generous, because quite a lot of tools out there, usually if they have a deal like this, they're only offering it to new customers, not necessarily to existing customers. So if you already subscribe to Everbee, why not get this Black Friday deal as well and save some money on your upcoming yearly subscription? So yeah, I think this is a really good deal. It comes down to about $10 a month, which is really, really good value for money. So if you're serious about Etsy, or if you're doing a lot of research on Etsy, then this is definitely a good one to take advantage of. Moving on, we've got Kittl, and this is another tool I've made quite a bunch of videos about this year. Kittl is kind of an all-in-one design tool with a lot of really cool features. It's very easy to use, very intuitive, and it's a good alternative to something like Photoshop or Illustrator, which, don't get me wrong, I love the Adobe tools. I use them a lot myself because I kind of started out with them as a graphic designer, but they're not the easiest or most intuitive. And especially if you're new to creating designs, if you don't feel very talented or creative, then something like Kittl will definitely be a shortcut to better looking t-shirt designs compared to like trying to learn Illustrator, right? But to point out some of the features of Kittl, they've got a massive library of templates, not just for t-shirt designs, but also for lots of other types of products and even for social media ads. I've made a video about that this year. They've got templates for thumbnails, like YouTube thumbnails. If you're a YouTuber, I've used them before. They've got other marketing materials. There's so many templates for so many different things. It's really, really handy. And you can easily use those templates as a starting off point, make some minor adjustments and make them suit your niche. And then you've got a great looking design without much effort. On top of that, they've got a built-in AI art generator with a bunch of different preset styles, which makes it a lot easier to get a good result. If you're looking for a specific t-shirt design graphic, then they've also got a vectorizer, an upscaler, a background remover. They've got a lot of really nice looking fonts. I recently made a video with some of my favorite fonts on Kittl, and I've seen some of the Kittl fonts and templates on best-selling Amazon merch designs as well. They've got a lot of really cool text effects for like shading or different coloring, transformation effects as well. Like when it comes to typography, Kittl is definitely one of the best tools out there, at least in my opinion. The Black Friday deal for this year with Kittl is that if you purchase or upgrade to a yearly plan, then you get 3 months for free. So whether you're a new subscriber or existing, you can get this. You just need to get a yearly plan essentially. And what it means is you get an entire quarter for $0. That's the idea. So yeah, that's it. If you're interested in Kittl, check it out. The link will be down below. It's definitely one of the easier tools out there if you don't want to just rely on AI and if you want to have an easy time with a lot of pre-existing templates. So these next few tools and services I haven't really made a lot of videos about in 2024. There is a bunch of tutorials from previous years, but this year my focus has definitely shifted a lot towards AI, and that's why some of these tools have just dropped into the background a little bit in terms of content. I still use them from time to time personally, and I still believe that these Black Friday deals can definitely help some of you out with your print-on-demand business, so I still wanted to briefly mention them. The first one of those tools being Creative Fabrica, or this is more of a service. The main selling point, if you have never heard of Creative Fabrica, is that they have a massive library of pre-made print-on-demand graphics, and there's new ones being added all the time as well. They also have a lot of fonts that you can download on there and a bunch of additional bonus features and tools built in. Now, with Creative Fabrica, they always have a massive focus on value for money when it comes to their subscription, and that's even more so the case during Black Friday, who would have guessed. So for an entire year, 1 year, all access to Creative Fabrica, they are currently charging $47, which comes down to about $4 per month. Really, really good deal considering they have millions and millions of graphics for POD, and it's definitely a platform that I still go back to every now and then if I either struggle to generate a certain graphic or if I can't be bothered to generate graphics or design stuff myself. I do still occasionally go to Creative Fabrica and look if they've got some pre-made ones on there. So definitely a decent platform that is very affordable if you're looking for pre-made stuff. Now, an alternative option to Creative Fabrica is Vexels. Their primary model as well is pre-made graphics for print on demand. However, the difference to Creative Fabrica, in my opinion, is that they have higher quality graphics, meaning not only are they oftentimes higher resolution, but they're also designed by professionals in many cases, and they have kind of their own closed off team of designers, whereas Creative Fabrica is kind of an open marketplace for designers to open their own store and upload stuff as they wish. So there's not as much quality control as there is with Vexels, which definitely shows, I think, if you look through their platform, but it's also reflected in the price, right? Vexels is more expensive for sure than Creative Fabrica. They also have a bunch of additional features, like they have a pretty cool mockup generator. They have a decent quote generator that I've used a bunch in the past. I'm pretty sure they have a design tool built in as well, and a bunch of other cool stuff. And for Black Friday, Vexels is offering 60% off on annual and lifetime plans. That is what I did back in the day, by the way. I think that was also in 2020. I got a lifetime subscription to Vexels. That way you never have to pay again, which sounds pretty appealing to me. I've definitely made that money back like many times from that payment. With Vexels graphics, I've had a lot of sales in the past and still am getting sales in plenty of designs. So that was definitely worth it in my opinion. Obviously initially it's a bit of an investment and it takes a little bit of time to recoup it. But yeah, Vexels 60% off at the moment for annual and lifetime plans. And then we've also got Adobe. So I still use Photoshop and Illustrator a lot, even though I haven't really made a ton of videos about it. But Photoshop, for example, I use that a lot for my YouTube thumbnails. I sometimes use it to remove backgrounds if it's not really possible with like an automated background remover. Same with Vectorizer. Like I often draw my vectorized AI graphics into there, then edit those or remove the background with Illustrator and add text to it. Like my final designs often end up being in Illustrator because that's what I'm most used to. Bit of a shame I haven't really made new tutorials about Illustrator this year, or if so, it's only been like 1 or 2. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more sort of Adobe tutorials again on the channel. I do love those tools, and I'm kind of sad that I've dropped off a little bit with the content there. I did enjoy making that, but nevertheless, Adobe is offering 50% off the Creative Cloud for this Black Friday, which is essentially all of their apps in one package, which is the thing that I'm subscribed to. But you can also get, say, if you're only interested in Photoshop, you can just get Photoshop as well, and you will still get a discount there. I don't know if it's 50%, but I'm sure they'll have a good deal on Photoshop standalone or Illustrator standalone as well. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment Wiener Dog underneath for some good luck for your Black Friday sales and your sales moving into December as well. And for a quick comparison between Flux and Ideogram, two of the best AI art tools or models out there at the moment, make sure to check out this video next.